When I think of the Jaguar car brand, images of hugely powerful V8 sports cars and super sedans come to mind.
But the latest high-tech Jag is an EV, and an SUV at that, which begs the question, has Jaguar gone soft?
It turns out the Jaguar I-Pace is tougher than expected and doesn't mind getting dirty either. The big battery provides almost 500 kilometres of range and is properly sealed against dust and water. Kids, definitely try this at home. It has variable ride height and a 500mm wading depth, and there's no drive shaft connecting the front and rear axles, just two separate motors, which means you get tons of traction. But the clever twin motor system is not just a blessing on gravel roads. It goes like an absolute rocket on the racetrack too. Yep, this electric SUV can do it all, with a breadth of capability that astonishes.
Well, what can I say? This car is fast. Almost 200 kilometres an hour down the main straight.
This incredible machine has almost as much torque as a twin-turbo V8 BMW M5. It accelerates like an intercontinental ballistic missile, only it's a lot quieter.
The amazing thing about this car is the level of grip. I shouldn't be able to drive it like this on the racetrack.
This is the stiffest Jaguar ever made, and you can feel it. Around the 4.7 kilometre Portimao racetrack, the I-Pace turns beautifully, and the twin motor setup delivers completely independent torque control over the front and rear wheels. It's all-wheel drive, Jim, but not as we know it.
But the fact that Jaguar has had the balls to let us rip these things to shreds on the track is phenomenal. And you know what? They're standing up to the punishment. And I don't know if you can hear that hum, but it sounds pretty cool for an EV.
It's absurd that we've gone from a dirt track to a racetrack. But even more preposterous is how satisfying it is to sling this SUV around at extreme velocities. But let's face it, how many customers are actually going to take a car like this on the racetrack?
So let's take it to its natural habitat, the open road.
Okay, so we're driving models with adaptive dampers and air suspension, but ride comfort is absolutely supreme, and it's a really quiet vehicle too.
The Jaguar is an easy SUV to drive with good outward vision and responsive steering. And although acceleration is off the scale, it always feels smooth and refined. It costs $120,000 in Australia, and that is a lot of money. But think of it this way, you'll never pay for petrol again.
Jaguar has crafted a beautiful interior with the I-Pace, and it's not just the leather on every single surface.
The clever twin touchscreen system is functional, and the context-sensitive temperature dials are great. Everything looks so sophisticated as well. The digitised instrument panel provides clear, concise and customisable info, with solid navigation instructions. There's even a head-up display for good measure. The seats are comfortable on longer journeys, and I love that modern dashboard design wrapped around the sleek touchscreens. This EV is not perfect though. For starters, there's the spectre of range anxiety. Floor the throttle and watch that cruising range drop from 400 to 300 kilometres. The lane keep assistant was rubbish in our test car, and the vehicle's weight can be felt on some corners and under brakes. Overall, the new Jaguar I-Pace is an incredibly seductive car and arguably the most polished EV to date, but it's facing some tough competition.
Jaguar says this is not a Tesla Model X rival. It also says it's not a Porsche Macan turbo rival. And it's true, it's not an easy vehicle to categorise, but one thing is for sure, this is the future, and it's very, very impressive.